Hello again, sweet darlings. Like so many of you, I have started this year with a resolution. I need to stop buying things for myself on Vinted. It's become a terrible habit, as much as I love the app, but I could see that it was bothering my husband and also really kind of bothering me that every other day packages were arriving full of things that I didn't really need. So I've set myself a challenge this year not to buy myself any new clothes if I can manage it, although I probably will break that rule at some point, and I'll try to be honest with you about it when I do. So this video is really all about the ways that I've been making do in January. What have I made myself instead of buying? What things have I gone without? How have I gotten creative and made gifts, for example, and also to show you some DIY projects that we've done ourselves. I really hope you enjoy this one. It's a bit of a different video from me, but without further ado, let's jump in to see how I made do without in January. Okay, so there's a few things to show you in here from making do this month. The fairy night lights are not one of them. That is something that I bought new, but there was a two packs of fairy lights for £8 on Amazon. So there's one set in here down at the kind of little play area that we've done for my toddler at the bottom of her bunk bed. The other one is just here. So these little hooks I got on Vinted to make the most of this space, because this is where we keep our little potty section in the bedroom, and so it's a good place to get undressed or get redressed. So I made this little laundry bag out of a dress. I just sewed up the bottom, and this is perfect because she can put her laundry in there herself. This needs to go to the laundry machine soon. You want to say something? Oh, that's my microphone. We've got a little person here with us, but yes, so that was great. I've actually made myself one of these as well, but it hangs there, and there's also a spare hook for kind of clothes that have been worn but can be worn again another day, like these tights. This month I've also started taking my girls to the library again, which is a great way to save money. They have toys at ours, so they play while I choose some books, and then we usually go for a little wander through town as well. I also, with the help of my husband, made some handmade thank you cards for my girls' Christmas and birthday gifts, which saved us some money too. Something else that I finally got around to making this month was some laundry bags with my stepdaughter's initials on them. I've been trying to move towards us all having our own laundry bag so I don't have to do so much sorting, and it also means people can see when their laundry bag is filling up and needs to go to the washing machine, which has been good fun, especially for my toddler who's learning how to do that, and she really enjoys carrying her big load of laundry maybe once every couple of weeks to the washing machine. So here's one finished. I actually used old pillowcases from a duvet set that I was getting rid of, and I just hemmed the top, turned it over, ran a ribbon through it so it can hang on some hooks in my stepdaughter's bedroom, and put their initials at the bottom with kind of an alternating fabric so that they can see it from a distance when they're just throwing their laundry in. We used to keep our laundry bin kind of at the far end of the house, which wasn't very convenient, so I'm hoping this will make it easier to keep it all tidy. This is one of my favorite outfits that I've been wearing a lot of this month. It's just my gingham skirt with a blouse tucked in. I love this blouse. I actually bought two for myself before Christmas. I love the neckline. It feels very Little House on the Prairie, and I haven't really seen anything like it. So this has been a great go-to, and it's cotton, which is really breathable. All right, touch of reality, mess in the background, but I just wanted to show you, because I know I was supposed to do some more kind of outfit videos. This one is one of my favorites. This is my gingham skirt. You probably can see in the video that there's quite a few like grease stains down the front, and there's actually a hole right down the front hem, which I've already fixed twice and I need to fix again. But it's great. It's got pockets, elasticated waist, super comfy. And today we've all been a little bit ill, so I'm a bit wrapped up. I've got just a plain white kind of high neck top on, and this is one of my favorite jumpers. Actually, my sister-in-law gave it to me. It's from Zara. It's super comfy, and I've actually been wearing it over my pajamas because it's still a little bit chilly at night, and I like to wear a jumper. I hate being cold in bed, so often also because I'm breastfeeding, kind of half of me is exposed, so I like to be kind of as wrapped up as I can be, and I just like this. It kind of reminds me of a fisherman jumper, so I'm wearing it over my top today because I was a little bit lazy, but yeah, that's kind of a a little outfit for you. This is all stuff that I have had for ages. I'm wearing the maternity leggings I told you about in my other modest outfit video. And yeah, so just cozy and easy. Okay, this is a different outfit. You haven't seen this dress or cardigan before. This is actually a cardigan that I have borrowed from one of my stepdaughters. The dress is linen, and this is what I wore when I took my girls out to the library one day. As you can see, I tried a different head covering. This is a silk scarf that I've had for ages, but I liked how this outfit looked. It felt classy without being too much effort to put it together. Another way that we've been making do this month, which isn't a new thing, is trying to do projects ourselves around the house rather than paying someone to create the home that we want. So this month my husband decided it was a good time to extend our kitchen. We've been thinking for a while of just pushing the kitchen out into the hallway, and you can see here he's moved the oven from where it was, if you remember from other videos, behind that white wall into this new little entrance, little gap I should say, in the wall over here. So he successfully did that and opened up the whole kitchen. It was one of those things that I didn't really realize how much it was going to make a difference to our life until he had done it and that wall was down. And although it hasn't really in theory given that much extra space, the fact that there's no wall and we can all be in there together, the girls can play on the floor, the dogs can be in there, it's just suddenly become truly this warm heart of the home. And everybody can be with me when I'm cooking, which is great. My husband worked really hard getting the wall down, which was a dusty, dirty job, so I definitely appreciate that he was willing to spend his weekend taking down the wall for us and transforming it, as you can see here. So we've got this great open plan space now. I'm really excited to see how it works out when we entertain and have friends over, but I just know that it's going to be super great for our family to have this extra space and all be together. Hello everybody, I'm in my office slash spare bedroom slash cot where the baby is. The baby is here with me, but I'm trying to finish editing my video for Making Do in January, and a part of that is outfits. My husband is currently in the living room doing some projects, so we've come in here, haven't we? We've come in here with our spoon. Nice spoon. So this is the last one that I wanted to show you. This is what I wore today to Mass. So it's the linen dress that you might recognize from another video. And this jumper actually is like a nice wrap jumper. It's got like some sparkly bits on it. But I actually thought that I had lost it. I couldn't find it all of this winter, and it turns out it was just the back of my closet. So that's convenient. It's like getting new clothes, except I didn't buy it. And I put this back on. I'm still doing the kind of trying the head covering thing. This one seems to have worked quite well. It stays on without any bobby pins. And I put it back on when I came home from Mass, just to keep my hair out of the way, which is definitely a benefit, I think, of head covering that I've realized so far. It's just that it keeps my very long hair out of the way at the moment. But I'm just going to briefly pause and I'll show you what this outfit looked like with my veil for Mass. Okay, so just to show you lastly, this is the veil that I was wearing today with this outfit that I just showed you. This is actually something that I broke my rule of not buying myself anything new, and I bought myself this black veil. It's like got a bit of a stretch to it, which is great, and in the end I just ended up tying it under my chin like this because I was fiddling around with bobby pins and I was trying to get it to look nice with like some hair coming through the front, and it wasn't meant to be. And I said to my husband, this is why ladies used to just tie their scarves under their chin, because it stayed in place all of Mass. So I quite like this. I used to, up until very recently actually, I've been wearing like a gray veil to Mass, and then I watched some videos about kind of the traditions around the veil and head covering and stuff, and I realized it probably looks to people like I can't decide whether I'm married or not, because if you're unmarried you're supposed to wear a white veil, and if you're married you're supposed to wear black, and I've been wearing gray. So maybe people are like, she hasn't decided, or maybe she's like, she's living with this guy but she's not married but she's wearing a veil. So I want to remove all doubt, so I'm just going to switch to black veils for Mass. But yeah, I kind of I realized that most of my kind of more churchy clothes were actually in the wash. So this is what I wore with my, it was nice and warm with fuzzy socks, a blouse underneath to kind of make sure that I was covered up, but it's still easy for breastfeeding because I'm still breastfeeding my almost 1-year-old, which is crazy. And yeah, so this was just a couple of pounds on Vinted, so I did treat myself to this month because I felt like I needed just one more option for a black veil, because I have one, but it's very slippy material. Anybody who veils, you'll empathize with me, hopefully, that some of them just seem to like slip right off your head, which is very distracting. So yeah, this one stayed in place nicely, and the plus side is that it keeps you that little bit cozier. As we were in a cold church this morning. So also just wanted to show you this. This is the beginnings of a little scarf for one of our dear friends, and it actually used to be longer, but my toddler found my knitting needles and decided they would make excellent swords when she was play fighting, so I found most of my knitting unraveled. But I've actually made, this will be the third one that I make in January/February, because we had little friends come and stay. Oh no, you don't know me seeds. How did those get down there? She found a packet of my seeds. I need to do my garden planning, which is why all that stuff is stacked up on my desk. Some of those things are like my big bag of seeds to decide when to start things when. But yeah, I was saying we had some friends come and stay with us who had twin boys, so I made them a little mini scarf each too. This is something I first made for my toddler a few years ago. One of the few things that I can knit. And it keeps her really cozy. They're kind of stretchy, which is nice. And I just find like having a thinner size width scarf for a baby's neck is actually really perfect. You don't want them in something like really thick, and they don't need something too long. It's really just to keep this little bit that gets exposed between a hat and like a onesie cozy. So that's something that I've been making this month. I also made the laundry bags that I've showed you earlier in the video. And now in this office space I kind of have some piles of fabric, because I've realized there was a lot of things that I had sorted out where the fabric can be made to use something else. So I've recently just pulled out of one of my charity shop bags a duvet cover that I was going to get rid of, and I actually think I'm going to try and make, maybe in February, duvet covers for my baby's cot and her big sister's bed. Why waste it? It's a cute design, so I might do that.